Hello everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. We're here for Tuesday 10 today, and while I have lost my Tuesday 10 little opening card, I'm also jamming my embossing machine here in your view because I want to show you something cool that I'm gonna try to maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit it into Tuesday 10 today, but I might. So I got these really cool dies. This is not sponsored. I just like these. I just found these. These are from All and Create, allandcreate.com, and they are these cool like tag dies. So let me shove this girl over here. Ugh, this giant machine. Okay, so it's like the tag, outer tag, right? And then the inner part. And then it has like a label, a little like grungy kind of like a word box, like a little tab for the top, another label, a little like a whole kind of top, some hearts and stars. So I've got, at this time I have two of them. I just bought the tag ones and they're a little different, but see the cool loops around the edges? Aren't those just too fun? So this one is Hexalove. This is Intricate Tags. Number 29 and number 31, and I just got these from my local scrapbook store. I saw them in one of their like you know, videos, and I was like, okay, or something, a picture on their Facebook. I was like, I gotta get one of those. So look what they make. Here's the backing tag. So that's that style. I'm just using folder, by the way, to create these. I'm just die cutting them. And then, is this the other one? Yeah, this is the other one. There's a bit of torn paper on the back of that one, but you get the drift, right? So I just want to show you how these cut real quick because I want to possibly make some tags today. So you would use the inner piece to cut the paper that like you're going to use to put on top of it. So I'll probably need to make at least one of these so you know what the heck I'm talking about. So here's my piece of folder, and my I have the Revolution embossing machine. I don't use the Sizzix. When I got this machine, I didn't know a whole lot about embossing and die cutting, and I just thought it looked cool and I like it. I think the one benefit to it that maybe sets it apart is that it has this magnetic mat, so you can plunk your die down and not have to like worry about taping it or anything. It's going to stick to the magnet. So then you just put your die cutting plate on top. Please ignore the cutting on mine. I sometimes forget and I put the blades going upward instead of downward. It's a thing that I do sometimes because I'm just like that. So let's just, whoops, pull my machine back a little so I can get this rolling. And they cut really nice, just like a thinlit die, any thinlit die. And then we go back. So take this off, and then I just take a little pokey tool to bring it up, pull up the paper. The other kind of cool thing I've noticed about this, the precision in cutting is great. I don't have any weeding to do. Like I don't got to poke anything out. It seems to just come right on out. So then my hack for cleaning off this magnetic mat, I'm going to make a mess for you so I can show it to you, but I usually do this right into the trash. I have this sample that I think Mary Ellen sent me in part of a like, you know, a swap of random journaling stuff. So I just use it as a scraper. So I just kind of scrape the whole thing off, see? And then it just comes right off and you can just toss it right in the trash. All that confetti is gone to the recycling gods. So I've got one more of those papers left, so let's roll one more through and then I'll move this mess out of the way and we will get into my 10 things. So I probably should say hello to any new folks that are here. If you're wondering what Tuesday 10 is, this is a bit of a different opening to Tuesday 10. Usually I explain, but it is when I take 10 random things from my stash of papers that I keep in this basket at the back of my desk. It could be magazine pages, book pages, sometimes fabric, random stuff. And I have to keep on creating ephemera until I've used all 10 things up. And it is my way of keeping that whole situation managed, so I don't have like a ton of excess papers hanging around. And you know, I think we're coming up on, maybe we're almost at, and we might even be today at number 70 of these videos, which means that I've used like 700 pieces of paper. You know, that's wild. Okay, let me move all this out of the way. I'll just put my die cutting stuff back over here, and I will need to possibly use it again as part of this process. Okay, did I put the die back? No, I didn't. Where did I put it? Because I'm gonna need it again. This is why I'm not allowed to do things, because I always lose things. It's not there. Oh, sheesh. Okay, this one is in its package. Yeah, it's still taped closed. Is it in the stack of tags that I made? No. Are you guys looking at it right now and you're like, come on, Cindy, what's wrong with you? Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh, it fell in my recycle bin. Oh. Okay. Anyways, let's put it back in the bin. And then we'll come back to these. So let me show you. So here's the, this is what the piece looks like that we're going to cut with for the inner piece. So here's how it will sit on the tag, just in case we don't end up using it today. But I'm going to try to, because I want to make one of these. So see, it will frame right in there. Whatever you cut out will frame in there and have that cool lacy border around it. I am like so intrigued by these. I just love them. It's not often that I'm like, you know, a supply, but there are some things like that get me like definitely into using them. Ideology does a lot. I really love ideology too. Okay, let's get this out of here and get our 10 things. Okay, so today we have this large, this is from Ephemera magazine. I think it's Dutch. And we've got botanicals on both sides. I kind of like this bit here. It's like, it's nice, but we also have some little pieces, and then we have this. This is another botanical page from the same book. This is from another book, and it's about people watching. Sit in a public location and document people you see for 1 hour. Take detailed notes. Make sketches of one item that stands out most about each person. Alternate people mapping. Visit a local park or public area. Create a color-coded map of the position of the other people in relation to you. Note what the people looked like, what they were wearing. Then on back we have this guy here. This is going to be a tougher one to use. I don't know. We'll see. Then this is a children's book page. It's got some like chapters on it, and then down here a couple little ladybugs dancing under a mushroom, and then a pumpkin on the back. And this one has this little pine stuff, and then we've got some birds. This is from a vintage creative like DIY magazine. Some cork printing. You know, that's actually interesting because this week during my junk journal mayhem, which I hope you're following along with, it's been a lot of fun. I tackled corks and I made little birdhouse charms out of them. But here's another idea for you that you could use them for painting. So she's just dipping it in paint, or no, this is actually with bleach. So she's using a cork with bleach to create, you know, she hollowed out a circle on one end of the cork. Over here she's made 4 slots to create these flowers. This is another page from the same magazine, and it's got these puppets and a little outline kind of how to make them. This is Anne Estelle, a paper doll by Mary Englebright. So I have several of these, and I'm going to try to use them up because I like making like little pieces of ephemera with them. They're very cute. And then this is from one of my Journal Together kits. It's 1 page. I don't remember what month, but every month I do about an 18-page Journal Together kit on the 1st of every month, and it's like eclectic kind of themes all over the place. I usually will blend things that I have drawn and and designed, sometimes as part of other projects I'm doing, like a larger digital design kit that will come out kind of later in the year, or, you know, I'll give you my mock-ups and things. Concept art, I do a lot of concept art for kind of another sort of job that I do. And I buy a lot of estate sale, antique documents, photographs. I work with other designers. I do all sorts of things. So it's kind of a mishmash of different things that get scanned, and sometimes photography. But yeah, every month you'll see around the first of the month, I'll do a little quick reel type video where I'll just scan through what those kits look like. So if you're interested in them, I do link my Patreon down below in this video. And they're a nice big generous kit for a month, I think. If you're just doing your daily journaling, I think they really work nicely with that. I've seen a lot of people's examples of using them, and it always makes me very happy. So yeah. That being said, that's my own little personal kind of thing. Patreon is linked below. It's for all of my paid tiers. So we need to jump into this. So first, I think what I want to do, I'm going to set these two aside, and then I want to look at this and see, do we have anything I could put on one of those? So why don't I grab the die here and we'll see. So this is just ever so slightly too small and awkward. It wouldn't work that way because it would be, I mean, you could make a side tuck, but I don't think that's what I want to do. This I want to do something else with. That's too small. That's too weird. Of course, of all the days, I pick the weirdest stuff. That would work though. I need to recolor it a bit though after I cut it, because it's like almost Christmassy for me. Actually, that spot right there would work nicely. Yeah, let's do at least one of these so that I can show it to you after my excitement would not allow me to keep it out of this video. Because I am a little obsessed with these dies. They're just really nice. I like them. Okay, let's see. Bring our machine back. And whoops, the magnetic mat. So this is a tough one-handed job. Here we go. Okay, pop our paper down. Then put the cutting side of the die down right where we want it to go. I want as little, I don't want any red in there if possible. Yeah, right there. Okay. Sorry, I know probably a little bit of this is off camera for you. I'll be getting rid of the machine in 2 seconds. Okay. Now this paper is thin, so hopefully it still cuts it. If not, I'll have to just put something under it. But we'll see. Oh, it did. Look at that. Yay! Okay. Alrighty, so let's throw this die back in here. I don't know if those would fit in my mini Sizzix machine. Possibly. Okay, so let's make this first. I'm a little excited. So see, look how it lays on there. And then like you've got these other, you know, pieces that you can use that I haven't cut any out right now, but like yeah, they're really nice for like little layering, like little labels and like a little hole cover. So do I have anything that would be a good focal point? I don't think I really do. I mean, maybe a bird. Maybe this little red bird. She's small but mighty. Or maybe this one. Okay. Let's set the rest of this aside for a little bit so it doesn't overwhelm my brain. Actually, I like the green one too. I think the green one is the coolest one, and I'm just going to kind of treat these like individual fussy cut birds, except for that yellow parrot friend up here. She's just gonna get chopped up. She's behind all the other birds. So I've had a long day today. Oh my goodness. I also want to come in a little closer. One sec. That's better. So yeah, my day has been very long. I got up this morning early, and what did I do? I can't remember. Not a whole lot. Immediately I had some coffee and some breakfast, and then I did some cleaning, and then we packed up the kids in the car, and I went out to one of my very favorite greenhouses. It's a place called Richter's Herbs, and it's in Goodwood, Ontario. And it is a really cool, unique greenhouse because they have a lot of rare seeds, including what they call their seed zoo. They're all like certified organic and, you know, all chemical free. They're very active in that whole movement, and they've got a lot of really great and unique herbs, and you know, it doesn't matter, like if it's medicinal, they've got it. If it's kitchen, they've got it. Tea, herbs, I mean everything. And so I got like quite a few plants already planted. I was able to plant a little earlier than our typical May weekend. Like we've reached that point now, but I have had my plants in the ground for a little over a week, and I've already got some flowering tomatoes, so I'm happy about that, like tomato plants. And so yeah, I took a risk. I would have run out and just covered them with plastic if we'd had any threat of frost, but it has not been. Is that part of his tail? Yeah, I think it is. It has not been threatening at all, so I'm happy for that. So yeah, we went out there. I got all sorts of great herbs. Like I'd already planted kind of some basics, like, you know, Greek oregano, which I love. It's such a strong oregano. Greek oregano is my favorite of the oregano family, I think. And then I planted, like, you know, thyme and rosemary and some lavender that's, you know, for that's edible, and you can make tea from, your random stuff. But then today I got all the special things, all the mint family that I love getting there: apple mint, banana mint, pineapple mint, citrus lime, wintergreen and spearmint. And then I got some sage. I got a fruit sage and my favorite sage, which is grape scented sage, and that's like one of the things that made me head down there, was to get that grape scented sage. I love it so much, and the bees love it, and it has literally this wonderful grape scent, and it's really it grows really quite large, and it gets these beautiful purple flowers. Then the bees they love it, especially the bumblebees. And then what else? I got a few nice tomatoes. Like I used to grow about 30 varieties of tomato, and then I realized, like, I cannot handle this. So it's a lot of work. So this year I didn't go wild. I already had some early girls, black cherry tomatoes, another variety of cherry tomatoes. I need a scrap, I think. I need a little something here. I'm wondering if this gold painty paper might make this better. Yeah, so I got a pineapple tomato because I love those, and I got a brandy wine. I love those too. I love so many tomato varieties, it's not even funny. I'm a little incorrigible when it comes to tomatoes, but I do can them, and I do use a lot of them. Yeah, we just need something to kind of make his head stand up. This flaky gold everywhere here. And my daughter picked out some sweet pea seeds, so we got some seeds. I bought a few. I don't need a lot of seeds. I have quite a seed vault already. And oh, I got some Auric or Orich. It's spelled O-R-A-C-H, and I've heard it pronounced both ways. I got some red Orich seeds, and so it's kind of like a green, well, it is a green. It's kind of like the texture of maybe a spinach. It can be eaten raw, but in my opinion, it's better cooked. I like the taste of it much better cooked. And it is this really cool plant. So first of all, it doesn't really bolt at all, and it doesn't matter how big the plant gets. It doesn't get bitter, and that's one thing I like about it, because there's a lot of greens that can really get bitter if you don't stay up on trimming them. I mean, a lot of herbs can too, especially basil. It can get really spicy and overly fragrant. I actually got some cinnamon basil. I got, what else did I buy? I am very forgetful. I need to cut this 10 out. There's something about this text of these chapter headings that just makes me very happy in this book. Tuesday 10. I'm going to put that there. And I might put a couple more little things on there too. But doesn't this just make like a really nice tag? I love it. Trying to think of what else I got at the garden center. I mean, it was so nice. It was so hot in there today though. Whew, it was very hot. My daughter was like, okay, why is it so hot, Mom? And I'm like, okay, I'm hurrying. But she was a trooper. She like pushed the cart along for me, and we had a afternoon of fun afterward. I took them to this big park, and they played at the park with a bunch of other kids, and I talked to some super nice people. A lot of nice kids today that were really good at just being like good kids, like sharing and including each other and just being nice kids. So that one I think is done. Now let's move on to the next task, and I think I know what I want to do. So then after the park, I took the kids out for ice cream at Kawartha Dairy, which is one of our Ontario favorite kind of ice cream places. We have some nice ice cream companies in Canada. In Ontario specifically, we have Chapman's, which is a very popular one in stores, and I like Chapman's specifically for who they are as a company. So I've had friends who have worked for the company. They're amazing to their employees, and they have very good ethics, both politically and sort of socially. They're just good people. They're nice people who care about their community. They're really, really good to their staff. I know that they get like nice benefits and stuff, so yeah. Okay, so I think what I want to do with this, I want to use it as a background for this Anglebright doll. And I have to fussy cut that out. So maybe I'll fussy cut these 3 pieces out and I'll come back. Alrighty, so I got her fussy cut out, and then I started fussy cutting this out as well, and then I was going to do this, but then I just sort of realized that I think I like her in this little summer jumper with these cute little shoes with that purple background. It's very cute. So I think I'm going to just keep that like so. Then I'm also wondering if this would be nice on, like, if I were to die cut and put that on one of those backgrounds, on the green background. I think that might be so cute, but there's a couple other things I want to do. So I've got this cool, the background is this nice star and moon kind of paper. So I want to cut some circles with this so that I don't waste this beautiful paper. Use that up. And then I'll have those little bits and bobs to use. I'll just set them in my snippets, but like one of them I could maybe put behind her head even. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. It's kind of cute like that. But yeah, she would fit on there well. So let's make another one of these. Why not? It's like too fun. So I'll roll this bad boy back over here. And then I need to cut this down to size. That on there. I've never been so crazy about die cutting before as this has made me, but I really like this. Although I've been trying to like also use my die cuts and embossing folders and things more that like I use with this machine. I've been trying to like make better use of my things. So this is really good in a way. Okay, we'll grab that. This away again. Yeah, so I had fun at the playground earlier, and then we went and had ice cream, and then we made the trek back home, and then I spent a bunch of time in the garden getting a bunch of plants in. I have a few more plants I need to plant, but most of it is in. I just have a few things I need to get in pots. I'm putting pretty much all the mint in pots this year. I've also got some, so I found a use for some of those. You know how when you forget and you go to the grocery store and you're like, no, I forgot my reusable bags. And then you've got too much and you're like, okay, I need to get some more. Or, you know, sometimes I go to the thrift store and everybody donates bags to the thrift store, so they always have a million of them, so I don't feel so bad like if I don't have bags there, because I don't remember to bring bags to the thrift store ever. I don't know why, I just don't. I have to train my brain. And so they give you all these random bags, and you know, a lot of these bags are much worse than even plastic bags because they're like a plastic fabric combination, and I think they're a pain in the neck, to be honest. So I have used a few of them that aren't plastic but are that meshy stuff. Not mesh, I don't know what it even is called. They probably do have some kind of plastic in them, but I lined them with Gardener's barrier, and then I'm planting potatoes in them. They're made from the same material that those smart bags are, like the potato smart bags. It's that kind of material. It's like has this airiness to it, but it's durable. I don't really know. And then I have a lot of buckets. I put a lot of tomato plants in buckets and peppers, hot peppers. We usually grow several different hot pepper varieties. We do make our own hot sauce. Oh, that's really cute. I'm so happy with how these little dolls are turning out in the projects that I've used them for. They're so cute. I had someone gift me a whole bunch of them, and some of them I played with my daughter. Like we made them when she was probably like 3, and then I still had a few more, and then I ended up getting a bunch more from somewhere else. Like, I don't know. They follow me around, these lovely little dolls. Okay, so let's set this aside. Where did I put the other tag? I am so, like, misplacing things today. Oh, here's a couple of the little stars that were cut out of one of the pieces. Oh, there it is, right here. Yeah, I gotta keep all these pieces together or I won't be able to show you what we made at the end of all this. Do I want to use those stars on here, though? They're cute. Yeah, they kind of go because, you know, they're cut out of that. Let's do it because there's that little moon. And these I made right when I was cutting out all those tag bases. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I've got a bit more work to do, and then I've got to do a big water in the garden. Put this punch away, and then I got to decide what I'm going to do with the rest of this. So let's move these extra tag bases out of the way here. Okay, that can go. Now we got this piece. I was thinking about this. This is just so pretty. I think I would like to make a piece with it, like kind of just backing it and then cutting it out. And then opening those two cupboards at the bottom. So let's back it first. Folder. Okay. I think I have like a busy work week ahead of me this week too. But I do have a long weekend still because it's our May 24th or Victoria Day weekend. So we're just doing lots of barbecuing and lots of gardening. I need to get more glue. Oops. Sorry if you hear weird sounds. My daughter is hanging out down here today. Okay. Let's finish gluing this down. All right, so let's cut this out. Now, in itself, it's quite large. See if there's a logical way I can make this. Yeah, that's a really big piece. I don't want to lose the top though. You know what I think I want to do? I'm going to cut this here. Maybe bring it down to there. Yeah, that'll make that a cute, shorter little piece. So we'll cut this out. And I'm not going to like super fussy cut it because it's got a cute pink background. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, then it's got to recut this a little bit here. There we go. Then I need my foam. And we will cut these two cupboards apart. I might need a new blade. I think I do. This one's kind of dull. Give me 1 second. Grab my thingy here. Just gonna tape it and I'll put it in the sharps thing later, so that we don't cut anybody. And then for these to sort of open and swing, we got to cut all the way across the top and the bottom. And you know what else you could do too if you wanted to, is you could cut across here to make that a slot pocket. But I think for now I'm just going to go with this. And I don't know if those are fully, it's a little thick to cut through because of the layers. Just going to make sure they're fully cut. That one's good. And then the bottom, let's kind of peel it away. We got to create a fold right there. And do the same with this one. Okay. Create a fold. And these are a little more raggedy than usual, just because of the folding, or not the folding, sorry, the layers. I'm just going to take a piece of sandpaper in here and just kind of clean this edge a little. That's good. Oh, that's cute now. All right, so then I need to decide, do I want to put a backing on this now, or is it done? Because like when I put it in a book, I have a few different options. So let's say this is my book, okay? I'll be able to decide a bunch of things. Do I want to glue around here at this point and have it be a tuck spot, and this can kind of open and close? I think I might create a slot there to stick something through to hold these cupboards. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm not gonna back it, I don't think, because like I can do that later, because I may glue it directly in the book. If you wanted to back it though, you could, and then it would make it sort of like an instant pocket, but like, you know, it'll get thicker. So I think I'm just gonna leave it open. I'm not gonna back it. Oops. This is kind of tough to cut through, but we're getting there. Patience. There. Okay, so then we'll have this slot too. I actually like the gnarly kind of way that this folder is making this a little raggedy. Like I made one of these cabinets recently during Junk Journal Round Robin from a book called The Painted House that Shell sent me this page with this purple one, and it was much more, I would say, refined. This one's a little raggedy, which I like. It's kind of a it goes with this sort of vintagey feel, you know? So I think that is good as it is. I'm not going to keep messing with it. But I guess the point is, whatever I can stick in here, obviously not this because it's got these funny corners, but I'm just showing you as an example, or not corners, but edges. You know, that will hold that closed, right? If it's there in that little belly band. And I'll probably strengthen that little belly band a little more. But behind it, when you pull it back out, you'll be able to open this. And if I've glued it down and it's a pocket, you know, there can be something in here. Or you could just have something glued down in there. It doesn't matter. You could hide things in there. So yeah, that's piece number 3 done. All right, let's move on to something else now. So I had a pretty simple concept for this, actually. Where's my ruler? Here it is. The only one I like on here is the grandma. I think she's great. So I just want to tear her out. And that's all I'm going to use on that page. I'm not keeping the rest. Oops. There we go. So let's glue this down. I've got some. This is like a book cover I'm just going to use for the strength of the thickness of it. You know, I just thought that granny might be a fun little journal card to tuck right into that pantry. She could go well in that pantry. I'll keep them together so I can consider it, but that pantry might end up in some other totally different theme journal, as may this granny. But, you know, she would be cute in there. It's like, get out of my kitchen. I like her. Okay. Now this. Now initially when I saw this, I felt like I really love this. Like, and the border is quite pretty as well. Just as paper, it's really nice. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with this. If I even want to like use it at all, maybe. I don't know that I do. I don't have to. You know, I could obviously make like a little journal card with this as some art instruction. That could be cute. Yeah, I'll use it. I feel like I don't want to not use it. I'm going to actually use it now. I have maybe an idea. Don't give up on things. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. Rough tear here. So if you hear stomping, my son's running around because they're going to be going out to pick up some things for barbecuing. I just need to pull the edge off my glue book so I can get a clean page-ish. And then I think I'm going to grab, not this girl, she's not right. Yeah, I think her. Actually, I kind of like him. I'm going to go with him. Use my own work. This is from one of my digital kits. I need ink. Where is... I think I accidentally did my vintage photo in either black soot or what's that other dark one? Scorched timber. So it's a little bit darker, which is okay. I ink them up. But I'm not exactly sure what I plan to do tomorrow. I also need to decide what my next journal is going to be. And I need to do some planning for a few things. And I also need to sew some sundresses for my daughter for this upcoming summer. Because I was going through her dresses and I'm like, a lot of these are warmer weather. Or, yeah, colder weather, I should say, not warmer. For colder weather. Tear this down just a titch. It's nice crumbly paper. It's kind of cool because I can keep the head intact but peel the crumbly paper off the edge. And we can just clean it up. Yeah, that's a fun shape. So now we will back that because it needs to be stronger than that crumbly old paper. I think I want to back it with blue. These folders have nice light blue backs, so I think that's what I want to put this on just because of the color of him. And then I might also leave a little border around it just because it'll be cute. And then we could also ink that border. I think I'll also stitch this. I'm so glad I didn't get rid of this. This is great. I like this a lot. It's from one of Carrie Smith's books, the people watching thing. It's like one of her idea books, I think. just in the interest of using things up. That one there, and then I'm going to put one on the back using this. There we go. So that's done. Then what is next? Oh yeah, I was starting to do something with this and then got, you know, well distracted. So, I think yeah, I'm gonna make a booklet with these two pieces together. It was funny, during Junk Journal Round Robin, Mary Ellen at Red Parrot, she's so cute. She said, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna simplify. I might make all tags for this whole thing. And then every day she would make these really profoundly cool and complex booklets, and I really enjoyed the process of watching her make them. And I was saying to her, like, she made a comment about a booklet to me one day. She said, like, I'm team booklet or something when I was working on something. And I said, well, booklet queen, because she's definitely the booklet queen now. She made so many awesome booklets that she actually turned the ephemera she made into this great journal. Whenever I see people make journals like that for themselves, I always wish I could see them like when they have been used, like when they're all full of things. I was also thinking that about myself too, that I should start trying to do a little more journaling than I'm doing now, and spend a little more time on that. But I'm kind of doing this thing right now with my life where I'm like balancing a few different ways of like rebalancing my time. So like I'm not going to stress about it right now, but I think I would love a couple different kinds of videos on YouTube. And I don't know if many exist, but I may try to look for them. Number one is like people sharing their junk journal collection. And number two is people sharing like in their home. Like I'd love to see like how it's displayed and like how they use, you know, the journals and how they, you know, why they collect from the makers they do, etc. Like I would really be into seeing that. I think it'd be very cool. And then also just seeing how people have filled their junk journals, especially one that they got from me. I would love to see it. Like, you know, if they've painted and written in it and how they've written on all the different pieces. Like, we don't always get, you know, to see all of that, but I would totally love to. Okay, that's very cute. I feel like it could use maybe a label, and we could create a cool one with, yes, our other leftover here. So let's just chop these corners. Grunge it a little. Oh, and I just thought of something else that I would like to do maybe. So I got this in the world of All in Create. I also got this stamp. And I'm like, I haven't used it yet, and I'm totally excited. I want to use it. What if we put an eye on the back of that people watching thing? Okay, move the glue out of the way. Where did I put Van Gogh's ear? I just had it in my hand. No? What's Van Gogh's ear? It's my glue pin. Let me see. I didn't fall into the recycling. No. I will find him. He's around here somewhere. Oh, okay, and we need to put this in the right pile. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second to just grab my ink. Okay, so I got my teal blue ink, and we'll just put this on here. Okay, I'm just gonna look at this. I might test it out for a second because this ink pad's almost too juicy. So I want to see how it's gonna go. Oh no, it'll go good. Okay, we're good. Oops. Yeah, no, it's good. Okay. Yes, that's cool. Someone asked me if do I wash my stamps? The answer is nope. I don't. I just kind of do this, and then I might drag them a little on paper, and then that's the extent to which that I clean my stamps. I don't know if you're supposed to clean them per se, but probably, but I don't. I've never had it be an issue. So I don't really worry too hard about it. Oops, that's backwards. That's this and then this. And then I'm going to keep it with this card because it's just cute. So one thing about the All in Create stuff, like the pouches, I like them for the dies. Like I normally keep all my dies on those magnets in the sleeves. And then I keep things like this usually in the plastic, and I put them in like those CD holding label thingies or whatever they're called. Not label, but like those little pockets that we used to keep CDs in. But I think with both of these, like I like the way the packaging is. Like this pouch will get probably, you know, dinged up later on, so I'll probably go to my traditional like way of keeping my stamps in these pocket thingies. But yeah, I think that I like the dies in those cardboard envelope sleeves. Okay, so that's done. And was I done with this? I think so. So that leaves us just with a couple of things. This. I wonder, would one of these pieces, why don't we make a couple more of these tags just simply because they're so fun. And I like them, and they're going to be so useful. So, like, let's grab that again. They're just going to be so useful, I think. So let's try this one first. Sorry, I know it's a little hard to see. Give me 1 second. I'll move some of this unnecessary stuff I've got hanging out around here. All the ephemera we've made. Put it over here. And then you should be more able to see. Okay. Let's see if that's thick enough for this. Is it? Isn't it? It isn't. So we don't want that to, no, it is not. Okay, that's fine. We can do one with this. Right, like that I think is good. Okay. Bring myself a little closer here. dye away again. See how nice that is? And like, because you've got the, like what it is on the front, you don't need a clear container to see like, what do I have in there, you know? I think that's sort of the challenge with a lot of dyes, especially if you get them secondhand or like from somewhere like AliExpress or something like that, where they come to you very, you know, generically, like you don't know what you've got. So you need to have like a clear container, or you will have no idea what dyes you do and don't have. Okay, where did my pin go? I did find it and then I lost it again. Why? Why am I like this? I definitely need like a better pin solution. Also, those are great on book page. I'm going to keep them in my scraps. Oh, we still have this too. Okay. Oh, here it is. My pin is right here. There's Van Gogh's ear. Now, tear that out. Then I won't have so much mess. So all I have to deal with is this and this. And I'll probably make a little something with this too. Okay, let's glue this down. There's just something about like the way this fits and the weight of it that it feels so professional or something. Like, I don't know, I just really like it. Oops, I got a little glue on there. I'm probably going to put a focal point, so I don't need to really stress, but I will erase it just in case I decide not to put a focal point. It might just be cute like that, to be honest. Those are really cute papers, so. Now, I can't use the other one, so I'll set that aside. Now this, let's get rid of the little bit there. And this, I think I will glue down. I think I want to make maybe, do I want to make a journal card or a pocket with this? Or like a little booklet pocket. I like the little orange border, so I kind of want to keep it. But over here it's got this little smudge, so maybe not. Unless I were to fold. And then we could collage something on there, and that would be a little smaller. We could actually do that on both sides, you know, and just make it kind of a cute textured pocket like that with that little seam there. So if we glue this down like that, like so, and then we'll just glue the whole back down. Sorry, I had to change my battery there. So I'm just going to cut this out now that it's fully glued down. And it will just have like two little kind of gussets in it. That would give it a little interesting shape. Cute, cute. Needs words, I think. That's the only thing it's missing. So let's see. Let's go the shortcut through the woods. Oops. Sorry about that, my ink just fell. Because I didn't put my water bottle back. I get in a bad habit sometimes of like not putting things away as I'm done using them, and then I've got like 15 bajillion things on my desk. And today, for whatever reason, I'm like, let's do this and let's do that. Let's stamp and die cut and, you know, yeah. That's how it goes some days. I'm not even going to ink this all up. I'm just going to keep it. It looks very bookish. Okay. Now this, I need to glue down because I think I want to make a belly band with it. So I'm going to just do this. Okay. And then I was looking at this blue from this folder, and I think I want to use that. That would be cool. So we'll just glue here. It could also be a folded if I wanted to back it, but I don't. I'm just going to keep it as a belly band, and I'm going to stitch around it as well. But it is fun. Let's grab that last little keyhole there out. Okay. Then we have just this little bit here. I've got this fun sparkly stuff. I might just make like a little pocket with that little sparkly bit, but I don't need all of it. I think I'll use half. Just make it like a little tab like that on a pocket. And then I think I'll head over to the sewing machine. We've used all the papers. I do still have these two birds, but I'm just going to keep those as fussy cuts because they don't really match anything I have, but they're useful to me as is. So I won't count them as like a finished piece, but I will count them as like used for something. So I'll go over and I'll do my stitching and come back and I will show you the parade of everything that we made today. And I think this video is going to be long. Okay, so we made 10 pieces today. We've turned 10 pieces of scrap paper into 10 pieces of ephemera. So I started with this little pocket here, and then this tag, which would match it, but they'll probably get you separately. I stitched around both of them. The belly band, zigzag down the middle, stitched around the edge. This one I didn't stitch on, that little Engelbright illustration, so cute. And then our original bird. The booklet, I did no stitching on with the label there. I did stitch the gussets here and didn't stitch over the words, but did stitch down them because I thought it was cute. Didn't stitch on here, and I didn't stitch on these. And now that the glue is dry, it's actually feeling a lot stronger too. So I'm not so concerned. I'll probably, you know, kind of evaluate when I go to use it if I need to back this piece again. And if I do, what I'll do back here is I will cut a strip and just go across it to make sure it doesn't tear. I'll probably do that, to be honest. But then when you go to glue it, you can decide if you want to, like, you know, glue around the edge, have it be a pocket or a tuck spot. teapot. And then here you can decide also like how you want to handle these, if you want to have something tucked through to close them, or if you want to, you know, glue that and just have it be like a tiny tuck area to put maybe little cutouts of teapots in, or if you want it all to go together. So those are our 10 pieces, and I thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had fun today. I know it was a little chatty. I don't know if maybe because I missed last week, I'm catching up on the blurbs, but thanks for hanging out, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.